Snaggletooth. All right, is everybody in a good spot? Or go ahead. Yeah, Snaggletooth, go ahead.
I'm sorry, what about Clean Feed? I don't see a link to open up Clean Feed. Or do I just click on Digital DM?
No. Well, yeah, you do. Digital DM. Yep, there you're in.
Okay, I'm in. All right, sorry about that.
No problem, man. No problem. All right, so I'm going to lock tokens and tell me what you want to do. You see these bodies lying on the ground. You see an overturned carriage to the east. So move where you'd like, and I can approve it, and tell me what you guys want to do.
I'd like to move up to this first body and check to see if I think they're, unconscious or actually dead.
Okay. So as you look at them and tell me kind of what's your process of determining that?
I'd reach down and, are they cold? Obviously probably because they're wet, but like blue, yeah, have they been dead long? That kind of stuff.
Sure. And so as soon as you touch them, in fact, they are very, and the one that you touch right lets out an enormous scream, and you just see his flesh starts tearing apart from his body as this skeleton rises up in front of you. And as he does that, you can all roll initiative as him and 3 of his friends tear themselves out of their bodies.
Oh!
Hey, this isn't 5e, man. You should be scared. Just kidding. All right, let me show you the others quickly. Nice. All right. All right, so, and you also see at the far end, you see this woman that's trapped underneath the carriage. All right, so we start with Snaggletooth. You see these 3 bodies, skeletons rising up.
Okay, I would assume that we kind of went quickly as we were kind of going to investigate. I would have pulled my weapon out. Is that okay to assume that my weapon is pulled out? My weapon?
Cheater. Excuse me. Yes, that's fine. Absolutely.
Okay.
No,
and if you want to approve my movement, that was before we rolled initiative as well. Tighten up over there, Mr. DM. Will you please tighten up? Thank you.
I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best.
Okay, so if we have, all right, seeing that I love warfare. Oh, the thunder's so loud. I'm gonna position myself in between the 2 skeletons, so I'm gonna use 1 action point to move there. So I'm gonna shield my party members with my shield and mace. My shield that doesn't provide 2 armor class, which is bullshit. I'm going to go ahead and attack this skeleton guard to my left. And then I will go ahead and do a shields up for my 3rd action point. And I attack with my... God damn it.
Okay, let me check that because he actually, since you are on... relatively, I'm going to say you're on opposing sides of him. You should have flanking, so he should be flat-footed to you. But let me see if that would have hit anyway.
I don't have flat-footed with... Oh, he wouldn't be flat-footed to me. He'd be flat-footed to Valoros and Misery.
Well, sorry, certainly Misery. To those 2, but since Amiri is on the opposite side of you, I'm saying that it's not exactly the opposite side, so maybe you're right. We'll leave it at that for now. So, yes. You swing your mighty mace and you...
I just let out a couple of choice words and shields up.
All right. And if you are finished, you can kindly pass your turn.
Oh, sorry. my first time ever using Fantasy Grounds. I apologize.
All right. Valeros, and you do, if you open up the little icon, I can do this. Oh, why aren't the effects there? That's interesting. One sec. Why are all the effects gone? That's troubling. Give me a second to. Oh, I wonder if they were in the module. One second. That's why. All right, so he is flat-footed, so I can put that on him. Okay, so Valeros, he should have the flat-footed condition on him. So go ahead if you want to tell me what you want to do. You get 3 actions, as you probably.
I do remember that. I don't have any reason to move, so if I remember right, it means I can attack twice and still put up my shield.
You can. So your first attack is normal, and if you look on your actions tab, you'll have a. Looks like for your longsword, you have a +9. Your second attack would be at a -5. Now, one thing with you, and you can leave it as yours, but I know you had some feat that allowed you, if you had 2 light weapons. I think you had a double slice feat, but if you want to stay with a longsword, you're fine. But you can, yes, do 2 attacks with a longsword.
Okay, and in Fantasy Grounds, I can just grab the dice for the first one and then the dice for the second one. I don't have to do anything special, right?
So in your longsword, next to it on the actions tab, you can roll the +9 attack, the first attack. And for your second attack, you would grab that second one, which is a +4.
Right.
So that's the only difference.
Yeah, in this game, you got 3 attacks around. Hoorah!
That's right. So you hit him, and I have the results shown just so we can all look at this because the rule set's still being developed, and if anybody notices any problems, we can address them. So yes, you hit. Your sword clangs against the.
Beginner's luck.
That must be it.
Yes. You got it. And that one, it didn't feel like your sword completely did the normal damage, but in fact, it appears that you did still take him down with 1 shot.
Sweet. I think then I will go ahead and move. I wasn't planning to, but I will now. I'll come up. I think I can go around and get on the far side of him.
Yes. Now keep in mind, just so you know, as soon as you enter this square, you're within his reach. And anytime you move 5 feet, you could provoke an opportunity attack.
Oh, even if
Now,
I stay in the
yes.
range? Okay.
What you
So I
don't
won't
know
go
though,
that far then.
but not every monster has opportunity attacks, so you don't know if this guy will be able to op attack you. So it's up to you if you want to. I just want to let you know that it's possible if he has that, if he has that ability. So
Well,
totally up to you.
I would like to still, I guess, go around them because I would like to see Snaggle or one of my other friends be able to come up on the other side.
Okay, as you move around him, you see him try to turn towards you, but he does not attack you.
Yeah, I'm looking at the bestiary. He doesn't get.
You son of a.
I'm just kidding.
I know. All right.
That's so fun being a player.
Awesome. Okay, so I've moved and I've made 1 attack. I have 1 more action, and that will be to put up my shield. And I think I just checked that box, right?
You do, and you should see your AC go from 18 to 20 if you do shield raised.
Sure did.
Perfect. All right, so Skeleton Guard 7. He uses 1 action to move towards Valeros. He's not, so he doesn't immediately flank, but he is going to claw at Valeros. Wah, wah, wah. So he misses critically, but he is going to try one more time. But this
Does he
time,
roll on the
it's a
fumble
penalty.
table?
Yeah, no
Just
fumble table.
kidding.
Next month, the fumble deck comes out.
Oh, and this time it's a crit though. So he does 10 points of damage as his claw rips across your neck. All right, so Skeleton Guard 4 is going to just attack what Laros is in range. The first attack is a miss. Second attack is a miss.
Where is that one shooting
We
from?
don't
Or
see
can we
a
not see him?
Skeleton Guard 4 anywhere.
Oh, you don't? Oh, 14. I'm sorry. That should be 14.
Oh,
My
14,
bad.
okay.
My bad. So the last attack. Last attack misses. So he howls in anger, but does nothing more. And Snaggle Tooth.
Did I not? Some people didn't.
Oh, wait. How did.
Yeah, we'll get Peru'd, yeah.
What happened? How did that go?
I don't know. It
should
was
have
Skeleton
been-
Guard 7, and then the next person in the turn was me, but we all got skipped.
That's weird. All right. Sorry about that. I'll tighten it up over here. That's on you. It's on you.
He's a little nervous. It's
Right?
okay. You forget.
Nice.
Okay,
It's
so
not a
I'm gonna
problem.
move there as my first action, and then
Okay.
my second action is gonna be to raise my shield. Is that I just clicked the button, right?
That's right.
All right, and then my third action, John Skeleton with my giant bastard sword.
Do it.
Yeah.
It's a miss.
Very nice. Ooh, and that's a critical hit. So it should do the damage for you, but we'll make sure it.
Come on, Chuck.
Oh,
Destroyed.
even with. Yeah, destroyed as he goes down in a heap.
All right, that's how you.
That's how you do it.
Great. I'm gonna step
There's-
around my my buddy Snaggletooth and
Okay.
get right
That's
in front
tooth.
of
Tooth. Not tooth.
All right.
Excuse me.
That's
Let me put
okay.
Let me put the
I'm
flat-footed.
just-
Let me put the flat-footed on him. Because you're flanking him, he is flat-footed to you, so you do have the ability to use your sneak attack.
Okay. And drawing a weapon, is that a free action or is that an actual act?
That's an actual action.
All right, so my third and final action then will be to draw my second action is draw my rapier, and third will be to hit him.
And that's swing and a miss. It's just the rain is just a little bit too hard. You can't quite see.
Actually, I was distracted by Snaggletooth as I walked by because I mispronounced his name.
I like it. And as that, you guys, the rest of the bodies come to life and tear themselves out of there.
Yay.
So Darius, you were up with some more targets in front of.
All right, I'm going to move outside the 3-point line.
That's what
My
we're doing.
first action.
Okay.
And then drop a little splashy on guard number 10, the acid splash. Ooh. Can you do two
And that-
cantrips if you have another action or no?
And that misses. Oh, yes, you can. So now the thing is, because if that is an attack, it is a second attack. So you would have a -5 on it. So if you go up to your plus and minus modifier and do multi-attack number 2 as a modifier, and then click it, you can absolutely. But let's see. Let me think about this. You had a normal miss. So that should do still splash damage on him. So if you have a splash damage,
I
you
do,
can-
yeah. I'll drop
so if
that
you want
on.
to, you can drop that on him. All right, but then yes, you can do it again if you want to. Yeah, and this, as long as you have the action for it. Now, is Acid Splash just a one action spell? because that's the key. One
I'm
second.
looking at the sheet. Let's see. Spell attack.
So it's 2. It's somatic and verbal. So that used, if you look on your
All
character
right,
sheet,
yep, I see it
that
now.
used 2.
Casting
So
2.
yeah,
Okay, so we're good. I moved 2, so thank you, sir.
no problem. All right, number 14.
He already went.
He did already go. You're right.
That's not true because we've gone back around.
No. I
haven't we?
think we need to go back to the top of the round because you guys got skipped. So I think that's right, actually.
Yeah, because the
Let's
other
go
ones didn't
back.
show up until the next. Right.
Right. All right, Snaggletooth, you are up. More time.
Did you say tooth or tooth?
I said tooth. I have a little lisp.
Okay.
You couldn't tell.
Gee. I'm gonna go ahead and move here and assist what is it? Is it Mercy or
You've been calling me Misery our entire
Misery?
trip, so just continue.
And I'm taking off the flat-footed for you because you are not flanking him. No cheating.
I'm just gonna beat the shit out of this undead, and then I'm gonna try to make him my pet later. Anyways, here we go. This is my attack with my handy dandy. Jesus. Ugh. I curse you, Gorham! No, I don't, by the way. Oh! Sorry about that. I thought I was playing Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. I'd like to go back, if you don't mind. I'd like to take another attack at minus.
Once you pass your turn, there's no going back.
No problem. I'll just take 4 attacks next time.
All right.
Holy Jesus. I'm just going to stay back and play a healing cleric.
All right. Sounds good.
Unbelievable. Let me pass that so I'm not
Okay,
asked to
sounds
pass
good.
it.
So it's my turn now.
Yes, it is.
I'm so used to everybody else hitting the turn actor button.
Now hold on. Let me put on flat-footed again to him.
Nope, that was on her.
Oh, am I flat-footed?
Nope, you're not. There we go.
Okay, so one of my actions is going to be to put my shield back up.
Okay.
Wait, you have to do that every turn?
Every turn if you want the benefit. Yep. So click it off
God.
if you
I'm
don't.
out.
I know.
Are you flipping the table too?
Right.
Yeah, this desk weighs about 400 pounds. I can't.
And that's a crit because it is more than 10 past his AC. So it should do it automatically if you roll. And he just explodes in front of you. Wow. Crumples to the ground.
All right. Well, I'm going to move with my last action.
Got it. All right. And this time we do have Skeleton Guard 4 is going to move 5. Move up here. He's going to use an action to pull out a short. Target my friend Amiri. Oh, and he misses. Damn
Right.
it, that's 3 actions. He's gonna use his inspiration and do one. Just
That was a
kidding.
joke, right?
Amiri's up. Yes, it
All
was.
right.
Yes.
I am going to move to here as my first action. Now, my shield is still raised on my thing, so Fantasy Grounds doesn't take that off when my
It
turn
does.
starts.
No.
That-
No, there's a lot. They're just, yeah. I
All
know.
right,
I know
I'll-
you're so used.
I guess I'll leave that checked, and that'll be my second action. And then I will, of course, swing my bastard sword as my third action.
Oh, and that swings and
Well, I got my shield up, fucker, so come in.
all right.
The hell was that?
That's a miss? What is
Swing and
that?
a miss, man. Swing and a miss.
First action, I will move past Snaggletooth again.
Yep.
Engage guard number 10. Draw my dagger as my second action, and then attack him with my rapier as my third.
Ooh.
Well, I'm standing here with my dagger and my
Slices
rapier.
through the rain. Yep. Right there.
All right, we're gonna splash him again.
Now, keep in mind, if you hit him, splash damage goes within 5 feet square around him. So whatever the splash damage is, and it might be small, Marisol would take it as
Yeah, my other cantrip is electricity, so she'll either get shocked or splashed.
well. Okay.
Yay!
Nice hit. So for him, yep, he does the normal damage and the splash damage.
Oh, I can
There's
drop
one.
it. Drop it on. There we go.
And then he and Marisol would take the splash damage.
Typical game. More damage done to me by my
Nice.
compatriots.
Right.
All right, guard 13 is just going to swing what's Laros. First one's a critical miss. Second one, he claws again, and this is miss again, and he's going to claw one more time.
What's the penalty for critical miss, or is there one?
There isn't a penalty.
There isn't any until next month when the critical fumble deck comes out.
Okay.
No. All right. He claws 3 times and does nothing. All right. So he
That guy's dead.
claw.
Oh, he's dead.
He misses. Oh, he's dead. I'm sorry. I missed that. I missed that he died in the. Yes, the acid wasted him. The woman whimpers a little bit and kind of screams out underneath the cart. Snaggletooth.
One action to move. Second action, another miss. So I will break up my mace on the guard down to the south. Oh, I like that.
Wait, what is that? That's a hit?
Surprisingly, yes.
All right. And
That's how you do it, mates. And then my third attack, I attack the guard to the north.
Okay.
We're back to the status quo.
Nice.
And that's it for me. Sorry.
All right. Sounds good. Valeros.
I am putting my shield up.
Okay.
Moving over here. And then I'm going to hit this one.
All right. Swing away. Oh, yeah. That's a crit. That slams in. And he immediately crumples to it. And there's nothing left but the sound of the rain and the woman trapped underneath the cart.
It's a trap.
Of course it's a trap.
Nice.
We're
We're not in initiative order right now. You
not,
guys
okay.
can. You're welcome to. I mean, I'll approve moves, but
Is she actually trapped under the cart?
she is. I mean, she's literally. It looks like one of the wheels and part of the actual body of the cart is got her really wedged in there.
Oh,
This
I'll
is
try.
Is
To,
it on her legs?
Let's see if we can
Yeah.
get this off her.
I'll try to. Get,
That's what she looks like.
I'll
Amir,
try to get the. I'll just start lift. I won't even say to any party members. My character wouldn't ask for help. Just start lifting the wagon. Try to get it off her.
Whoa! Wait a minute. Let's cut the parts off so we don't have to use exert our strength.
So there I am.
Give me an athletics check to try to lift the carriage.
Okay, athletics. That is on the skills list.
don't know this game, but if help is a thing, I would be doing that.
Yeah, I'll help.
Yes. Oh,
Lift with your legs.
Sorry, didn't mean to do that.
Lift
right.
with your legs.
So, Amiri, you get the cart up just a little bit, and it just slams back down as she kind of screams, and you're not able to get the cart off her.
All right, I walk away dejected. Like,
Okay.
oh, nothing can be done to help this woman is the attitude you convey by walking away.
Nice. Wow. One and done.
Yeah, one and done. I'm out.
Yeah, I'm checking my book here. I don't have levitate. Can't help.
So,
Let's see if we can go around and maybe just pull her out from the other side, guys.
I told you we could save a lot of time. Just cut her off at the knees, and we'll be fine.
all right. As kind of all of you are working together on her, you are definitely able. It takes a few minutes, but you're able to get the cart up and pull her out, and she is very thankful. Says, thank you so much. Was traveling on the road, and these things ambushed us. And she says, I know of a nearby place that's safe and dry. We should be gone from here. About a half hour down the road, back the way I came, is a signpost for a local inn. 10 minutes down a path, little more than a meandering wagon track, is an inn. I stayed there the last time I traveled the high road, and the woman that runs it is simple, but she's honest.
My beautiful lady, I, Valeros, would be pleased to escort you back to Sidian.
I turn back around and I say, did you say we?
That's what it sounded like.
Who's we?
While
Usually,
they're talking, I will
means more
scoot
than
back
one
over
person.
here and
Okay.
just check the bodies to see if there's any identifying markings on them to see what kind of guards they are, who they are, and check their pockets because, you know.
Ooh, I like it.
And the
So
murder
give-
hoobas start to come out of the woodwork. I take their stuff. No, I'm just kidding.
So give me a society check, Mauricio. Okay, so as you're looking at the bodies, you recognize that these are all guards of a prosperous merchant house. So it looks to you like originally, these were guards before they were somehow transformed into these undead. And as you're searching them, you see the one in front of you has a chain shirt, a steel shield, a long sword, and a heavy crossbow with 10 bolts. If you want any of those items, let me know. Whoever converted this damn module didn't include a parcel. What the hell? Oh, that was me.
that you?
But yes, it was. But yeah, tell me, what do you want? All or any of those?
I have no need of it. If
Okay.
anyone else, I will point it out. But bringing back any of their identifying things, could probably net us, a finder's fee since it looks like they're from a merchant house.
Nice. Okay.
Can I tell what caused their deaths?
Give me a medicine check.
I'm just rolling this out in the open, but if you want it in the tower, just say.
That's all right. No, you can. I mean, it definitely looks like they all have slash marks on them, but you can't tell. It's raining too heavily, and you can't really tell what's killed.
Darius, forever, the suspicious one walks over to the beautiful woman and says, "Excuse me, what was your first pet's name?" He looks over at Amory and says, "You know, evil. They don't have pets. Double check."
Said, well, Scruffy died 10 years ago. Why would you even ask me that?
Scruffy, huh? Okay. Dog or cat?
Well, cat, of course. Do you really want to sit here and ask me about my pets when we can get out of the rain to an inn and I'm hurt?
Show us the way. That was Rob in the background.
Okay. So she turns and starts walking down to the east. And as she's away, you guys hear this enormous bellow coming from under the bridge pretty far away, and you hear this sloshing in the ground, like this something enormous is pulling itself out of the mud and muck underneath the bridge as she keeps scurrying away to the inn. So I assume you all are following her to the inn.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
So it's a good 20, 30 minutes walk, but you get there and you see in the growing darkness and rain, a blocky structure looms into view. It looks to be a tavern or a common house.
So this
With
huge
lights. Yeah, go
bellow
ahead.
that we heard, we couldn't
Yes.
see anything.
You
It was
couldn't.
just a large. I mean, was there no shadows? Nothing. It was just a very loud noise. Right?
It just very loud bellow, and you could hear something it sounded pretty far away, but it was almost as if something was pulling itself out of the muck and mud, but it wasn't. You couldn't see anything. You just heard this enormous, like inhuman sound.
Yeah, that didn't sound good, guys. And ladies, guys and gals.
So this structure that is coming into view has its lights shining warmly from its windows. The building is sagging and old with a wide, low porch. A painted sign hangs above the entrance. The sign depicts a man sitting on the edge of a small square pit, his face resting in his hands and a shovel across his lap. Under the picture, the sign reads, "Gravedigger's Rest." Tied to a hitching post in front of the building is a surly-looking donkey, stoically ignoring the pounding rain. Give you an image of the actual inn itself. 1 second.
Is there a way to turn down clean feed? I'm not
There
seeing
is.
any kind of volume control.
Well, I had another link built in. You may not want to. Is it too loud? I can turn it down for everyone.
Well, I have the volume
I can
master.
I have the volume master and I've turned mine up.
Okay, Dave, I'm going to give this to you real quick one more time. Let's see.
I have volume master. I'm sorry about that.
No,
I got
you're
it.
fine. That's perfect. Yeah, thanks. All right.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, I'm going to drag you guys all on the map down towards the bottom. And you're welcome to position yourself once you see the map. There you go. Is basically right here. There's a porch that goes into the front of the.
And is this the main entrance, or is I guess the side door would probably be just to the latrine?
Yeah, this is the main entrance down here,
Okay.
definitely.
Is the latrine just exposed? It's just a throne
Nice.
with a hole in it. Is that?
There you go. Yeah, there's a little. Kind of over here, you see a little little hole in the ground.
Oh, I thought I was looking at this.
Oh, you're right. I didn't even see that up there. Damn it. Yeah.
But
Good
it's
call.
not. It's not housed.
Jesus.
It's just a little.
Are you running this game or what? I mean, what's going on?
I think
Yes,
Robin's
that's-
got a door on it though. So it probably just doesn't have a roof like the building doesn't have a roof.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's no
Nice.
door.
I see.
You
Yeah.
just sit right. It's like a throne out in the middle of the woods.
Nice. All right, so we head inside, or what's everyone doing?
Yeah, I
And
get out of the rain.
Yeah, let's
she
go.
is.
I'll be
Oh,
in,
for
I'll go
sure.
in last, make sure my party gets inside. I'll go last.
And she goes inside as well. And as you head in, warmth and light wash over you inside the building. At the left of the room is a cheery fireplace, and at the back of the room is a long bar. An old human woman wrapped in a shawl looks up from a chair behind the bar as you enter. She traces some sort of small sigil in the air with a gnarled finger. And it's you see four farmers that were kind of talking and amongst themselves, but they turn and look at you, and the room kind of goes quiet as they seem awfully suspicious from you, and you get the sense that they don't really like you. There are three strangely shaped tables in this room, each about 3 feet wide and 6 feet long. And you realize that these tables are overturned coffins raised off the ground on stout wooden legs. And the barkeep, that's an older woman, comes up to you, and she's a little brusque.
Just my type.
But, yeah, there you go. Nice. But she says, come in. And young lady, you look hurt. Let me fetch you a blanket. And do you all want some stew? We have some garlic stew. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Delightful.
And Elena says, thank you so much. And the old woman goes back behind the bar and comes out to the tables and drops down, like 5 or 6 big bowls of this really thick, beefy. I mean, it smells, the smell is so potent of garlic, but she immediately attends to Elena and brings out some salves and tries to start patching her up a bit. And she kind of looks at the rest of you and says, well, what are you all doing here on this fine night?
Well, we just happened to traveling along the road and ran into a couple of undead, saved this damsel in distress, and she brought us. Well, this stuff smells really garlicky. And by the way, I'm sorry about wanting to cut off your legs. I thought we had lost your legs. They look pretty good now. I'm sorry about that.
As soon as you mention undead, Urena, she immediately does the same folk like sigil in the air again and says, shh, we must not speak of such things. And the farmers kind of turns towards you and kind of mutter under their breath a little bit. And as you guys are kind of getting settled and eating some of the garlic stew, you hear this enormous crash thunder outside, and a flash of lightning illuminates the yard right outside, and the front doors swing open wide, almost as if opening on their own. And framed in the doorway is a lean, pale, elderly man standing on the porch. His elegant long hair hangs down over his well-cut cloak, and the rest of his clothes are well-tailored, though a little out of date. And let me show you what he looks like.
Is it Strahd?
This is what he looks like.
Despite
a younger Strahd, oh my God.
Right?
Right, exactly. And so despite the downpour outside, the man on the porch is completely dry. He waits for a moment, surveying the interior of the inn, and pauses for a second, but doesn't step inside. Urena bustles down towards him and sees the door is open. She says, come in, she barks. With this invitation, the man steps across the threshold and strides over to the table. You see the farmers, they're kind of cowering to themselves and pulling away a bit. And you hear them whisper, Clousted. to each other. The man ignores them and he holds his handkerchief from a pocket and holds it over his nose as the scent of the stew kind of gets up into his nostrils. And Elena immediately recognizes him and says, Lord Klausted, what a surprise. My friends, this is Lord Herald Klausted. These lands are all his, but he is widely regarded as a reclusive nobleman.
What
Well,
brings
it's
you
nice to
out?
meet you, sir.
Says, thank you. It's good to be here. What a horrible, horrible night. What brings you here?
Well, like I just told your friend there, we were just traveling along the road. We ran into some skeletons, found this damsel of distress, almost chopped her legs off, and she let us. A bad night indeed. We almost cut off the innocent legs of the woman.
And as you
no,
say
we
that,
here.
go ahead. Say that again.
It wasn't we. It was all Snaggletooth's idea to cut off her legs. The rest of us
Well,
were trying to help.
We, as a group, don't
Well, and
blame
as-
all this on me, sister.
As you say
I mean,
that,
Valeros. Sorry about that.
Valorous.
so before Klausted can respond, you hear another inhuman shriek outside, a bolt of lightning, and it throws into sharp relief a huge shadow that's passing outside one of the windows. And this inhuman shriek is suddenly cut off, and there's another loud clap of thunder outside.
Oh my goodness, what's going on around here? What the hell are we doing here anyway?
During all this, I'm gonna walk right up to Lord Klaustrad, and I know I said it right, and hold my bowl 1 inch from his face and go, garlic stew.
And he
Watch what you
just kind of
say.
stands up and turns away from you as Snaggletooth, you're out on the porch near the window and you see this huge figure standing in the rain with monstrous, giant, warty, black skin. No, it's not your father. The creature is nearly as tall as the inn and as wide as a wagon. It stands on 2 legs, its claws gripping the remains of this, what used to be the donkey that was standing outside. It shovels fistfuls of meat into its toothy maw, past fangs as long as swords. The creature's nostrils flare as it scents you, and it immediately drops its gruesome meal.
Do I recognize this creature by chance with my ancestry?
What is your ancestry?
I'm a half-orc.
You don't recognize. You can certainly try to identify it if you'd like by using an action. If you, what would that be? 1 sec. I guess you can give me. Now I'm trying to think of what skill that would be. Why don't you give me a lore check? And you can do it in the tower if you'd like, or in the open if you want.
Sure. That would just be an intelligence check if I'm not mistaken.
That's
right?
fine. Yep.
Because I have lore warfare, but I don't have lore.
Yeah, just
Is it occultism or something like that? Will allow you to identify certain.
Honestly,
animals?
I'm trying to remember. I think it depends on what type of animal it is, and that's why I'm struggling a little bit. Is I think that's what you do is you have to look at what the actual what the actual creature is. So it could be occultism or lore, but and I'll let you do either if you want to use that.
I'll do an intelligence check.
Okay.
Yeah, I know what it is.
All right. It's kind of hard to see. It's just the rain's pounding down.
Oh, the rain! I can't see it. It's a little blurry out there.
And I'm going to put for now, I'm going to put us all in initiative order. If you all could roll initiative for me, and then we can decide what everyone.
Oh boy. Can't roll a goddamn to hit roll to save my life, but I'll sure be first to miss every time.
Nice. So Elena just kind of tucks herself back as Urena, she tries to kind of huddle with her and protect her a bit. And Snaggletooth, you are up as this huge hulking figure stomping around outside.
So what are we doing, everybody? Are we going out to kill this thing, or? I mean, it just ripped the donkey in half. That was a free action, by the way. Does it look like it's coming inside this place? Or?
You can't, it just seems to be stalking back and forth. Like, you know, it's not, it's right now, it's looking at you and kind of peering inside, but it's just stalking back and forth.
Like it's just,
it's not coming towards you right now. It's not coming towards you.
Is it giving me the come get me look, or, you know, come at me bro look, or anything like that?
It's slamming its club on the ground and just stalking.
That's it. I open the door and I charge in.
Okay.
Are you going to charge me an action to open up the door and an action to move?
Just to move. I'll say that the porch door is kind of open. You can move straight.
Oh, you're such a nice guy. All right, I move. I engage this creature.
All right.
And then as I open the door and I look back to everybody and I said, I hope you're with me. And then I attack.
All right.
Here we go. If I can just get my shit together over here and quit dragging the whole character sheet over to. Gah! You guys can hear me screaming as I miss. You can hear me say, Gah! And then I just raise my shit. Because it looks like I'm fixing to take a severe beating.
And just
out here!
Just for the record, did you attacked it? You moved here and then attacked it from here, correct? Yes.
No, I didn't. I moved here, so I'll take the attack of opportunity if you.
Yes, it does swing at you immediately and stand.
Hits me for 7,000 damage.
And it hits you, and its claws slam into you and ripping.
Oh my god!
And it immediately puts you down. You are dying one.
Just as one I say, shot. I hope you guys are with me.
Oh, so anytime you leave a square that's within its reach, no matter if you go out of reach, it's still an op attack.
It's right. It's movement or a manipulation action. So yes, any movement within. Now again, an op attack it's one reaction, just like 5e. So that would be his only reaction.
Right, but he got attacked from moving from.
Essentially
within range.
From here.
As long as you're. Yeah.
Oh boy.
I think his reach is 5.
Yeah, you just don't have the freedom like in 5e. To run circles around the creature.
Got it.
It's like 3.5 in 4th edition. As long as you come in range and you move, as long as you still stay within range, or if you leave range, you get the attack of opportunity. But attacks of opportunity are few and far between now in 2nd edition compared to, first.
And technically, you guys actually saw the attack seemed to come as soon as he got into this square. So he can reach as far as this square. Just for the record. All right, so Snaggletooth, I don't know if it automatically does it, but you should. Well, no, never mind. You don't need to do. I think you have to wait till the next turn. What I do need to do though is move you in initiative order.
Actually, I'm gonna kind of put a little bit of a stick in your spokes. I'm gonna use my orc ferocity, and I'm gonna stay at 1.
Oh, gotcha. Excellent. So I'll move you back. So you never went down completely. Okay, good.
Yeah. I just
so it slams into you, but you shake it off a little bit and Holy shit! What
I'm
just?
at 1 hit point. Yeah, I've never been hit like that in my life. Get out of here, guys!
Dead.
All right, Valeros, you hear this shrieking and you see Snaggletooth. I guess you can. I don't know if you really have line of sight, but you certainly hear him bellow.
Yeah, half of my head's splattered like a watermelon, but I'm still.
No big deal.
And actually, had you used all three, or did you have anything left, Snaggletooth? I passed you. but-
I'm done. Orc for.
Okay.
I put my shield up.
Okay, fair enough.
So I moved. He whacked me. I basically stayed up with 1 hit. I attacked him, missed, and then put my shield up and said, "Oh shit, I'm fixing to die."
Sounds good. All right, Valeros.
Well, this kind of behavior is not uncommon from Snaggletooth, so I'm going to have to go investigate and see what he's gotten himself into this time.
Because I like war.
I am going to draw my weapon because I was sitting there eating.
And as you're heading
I
out,
get
you're
to hear.
okay. And as you're heading out, you're hearing the farmers muttering, "It's the troll, the troll." So you get out there and you have 1 action left.
Which is going to have to be to raise my shield.
Okay. All right, and the bridge troll, he is going to take a whack at what's right. Actually, he's going to try to bite you is what he's going to try to do. No, he's going to claw. He's going to claw. Oh, shit. And Snaggletooth is down officially. All right, so he has dying 1 on him, and the troll slams his club again on the. Oh, actually, that's 1. Yeah, that's actually only 1. And he turns to you, Valeros. He swings at you for a second attack. And he misses. And he swings 1 more time. And misses. All right, Darius.
Are tokens locked?
Probably not. Let me see. There you go.
All right, I'm gonna move to there, and I think I can see over Valeris' head.
You are you
For magic
trying to
missiles.
shoot? Oh yeah, you have line of sight. You would just take the troll would essentially have cover, but it's only like -1. So yeah, you can use magic.
All right, so I used 1 action to move. Does that mean I can shoot 2 missiles, magic missiles?
What is the spell? Let me open it. 1 to 3.
Seems like you can do
Send
3
dart.
if you have 3 actions.
Yep. So you can do 2 magic missiles. Absolutely.
All right, I'm gonna aim them all at him and drop it.
I love it.
All right. So they both slam into him, and does not really look like it did much to him. He kind of
All right.
looks around like, is that a fly?
Also, I used all 25 feet of my speed, so I am stuck there. Sorry for the folks behind.
And they can move through you. It's not difficult terrain. They can move right through a willing creature, so it's not a problem.
Nice. Yeah, I'm willing.
Like Valaris said, this is a normal occurrence. So I take 1 last bite of my stew and draw my sword and come running out here to see what we've gotten. I'm sorry, draw my short bow.
Okay. Excellent.
So for my 3rd action, I will shoot at the troll.
Okay. And that hit. And it does. It snipes at him. Does a little bit of damage.
All right. So that's an open porch, right? There's no there's a. It looks
Yes,
like there's a
that's
door
right.
between Darius and Valeros, but I don't have to go that path, right? I can just go right off the porch.
I'm gonna say yes. You're fine. Yes.
And if I'm not mistaken, I should be able to get to there.
Okay, you would know, so I will tell you just for the sake of argument that as soon as you get here, you know, moving in the next square, that he would. Well, he's already taken hit. No,
Except
he hasn't
base-
taken his. Yeah, he has. Never mind. You're good.
Yeah,
You're good.
that's the reason I would do that. Okay.
Yep.
So that is one movement. My second movement, my second action. Rage. Oh, snap.
Ooh. Hurrah!
Then I'm going to swing at him.
Now hold on. Did you give those to the bridge troll?
Yeah, that was weird.
Hold on.
Did I?
Maybe it was the coding. I don't know.
No,
It
I
might have
had
been-
him targeted, but so those things are not marked self. I don't even know if you can do that in this rule set.
Yeah, I can. I probably just hadn't done it
Okay,
yet. So I gave
my
it to
bad.
you.
You
So
know,
we're
I'm used
good.
to doing that, so I'm sorry about that.
No. It's all good.
So let's not have him have a +2 damage, and also let's not have him have temporary.
I
hit
took
points.
off the I took off the temp hit points.
Okay,
but
so now let me give those to myself.
I gave you the temp hit points, but you
Yeah,
still need to
okay.
do the effect.
All right, so I got the effect on there, and I have the temp hit. Okay, now I'm gonna swing at him. Or did I swing?
You hit him. Yeah, you hit him.
All right, let's do it. Yeah, max damage.
Nice damage. It feels, looks like maybe it did just a little bit to him, but he looks pretty.
All right, I think that was 3 things. So I have to go run and take my medication, but I'll still be able.
Sounds good. Elena just stays huddled where she is, and Valeros.
Okay, so I'm putting my shield back up as an action. I'm gonna have to get close enough to hit it, so I'm gonna move up. I can hit him from the diagonal though, right?
Yeah, you can. Now
Okay.
that will provoke an attack of opportunity for him since it went to the top of the.
Uh-huh.
So as long as you know that and you want to do that, that's fine. But he will, as soon as you move there, he will attack you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
All right. Hold on. He claws out at you and hits.
Uh-oh.
And Valeros goes down. And let me put her.
Rob.
Move you into. That doesn't really change that much now. Snaggle 2. Go ahead and roll. So the flat check is going to be you need an 11 or more to not go to dying 2. So just do a flat check. Oof. And you are
Okay, so
dying
what I'm
2.
going to do is I'm going to use a hero point, and I'm going to pull myself out of unconscious.
Yep. Excellent.
I have a question about the opportunity attacks before we go any further. Does that not set? You're saying that it resets at the top of the round. Does it not reset at the beginning of the troll's turn? Is it not like 5e that way?
I probably Dave,
it's because it's a reaction. Yeah,
so it should have been on his turn
to beginning of the next round. Yeah.
And then beginning in the next round or his turn, to Rob's point.
It's a big
turn,
distinction. Whether
turn of the next round.
All right, so then that's
I'll
my
look it up,
mistake.
but I believe
That's fine.
I believe it's the monster's turn or the player's turn because it acts just like a regular reaction for the players. So it's just like 5e. You'll get one reaction until your next turn.
That makes sense.
It should be like that.
All right, so let's unwind that. That's my mistake, but I think you're right. So let's have Valeros. He was not able to attack you, and you still have your full turn. Then I'm going to put you back in the order you're supposed to be. welcome to a new game. But there you go. Yep, that's my fault.
Welcome
So
to
go.
not being dead. Okay, so I
Oh, actually,
had
you're still at 10 though, right? You had 10 wounds.
I did.
Yeah. Okay.
I had put up my shield and moved, so I think I only have the one attack left.
Okay. And you swing and you miss him. And Snaggletooth, I took off the dying. I assume you do want to use the hero point. And just so
Yes.
everyone knows, you can use, if you have 1 or up to 3 hero points, you can use them all to get rid of the dying condition. I always forget, Dave, does that bring you to consciousness?
No, it just leaves me 0 and
Just,
dying,
yeah.
I believe.
Well, not
sorry,
dying.
0
Yeah,
and
0.
unconscious, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to put unconscious on. I think that's right.
I just don't have to make any more flat checks anymore.
Right. All right.
Because I know I'll fail 2 more and die at 4, and I'll be screwed.
Right. No, exactly. All right. So it goes to the troll, and it feels like he's even healthier than he was before. He seems like he's pretty much at full strength now. But as he sees all of you here, he actually turns and runs. And Valeros, I think you're the only one that has an attack of opportunity, so you're welcome to take one if you want. I think you're the only one that has one.
What I do?
I thought it was you. Somebody I saw had one. I'm pretty sure it was you.
The fighter at level 1 gets it, yeah. And then the paladin, the champion at level 8 if they decide to take.
Yeah, so if you look at your abilities tab, you've got an attack of opportunity. So you can
Well, heck, I will go ahead and take it.
go for it.
Oh boy, he's gonna turn around.
Right?
Oh, and you do hit. All right, and you do some max damage. Looks like it hurt him just a little bit. He still seems pretty full of health, but he
That's
does
right.
take the
Run
time
away.
Now,
to run into the forest.
Do we get op shots for him running?
Nope. You do not, because you do not have an attack of opportunity. You have to have a feat that grants you one. So she did have a feat.
This game is bullshit.
I know. It's jacked.
Damn it.
So you see him disappear behind some trees and out of sight, but you can still hear him bellowing. And you guys have a unconscious, you're out of initiative order right now, but you have an unconscious character in Snaggletooth.
I do have an elixir of life I can provide to him.
Probably my garlic breath.
And I should have that coded on your character sheet.
You do, yeah. I'll just drop it on.
Garlic breath. Mm.
And that gave him 1 hit point. But at least he is no longer unconscious, and he now has 1 hit. So Snaggletooth is up.
Sir.
Gonna take all. Thank you. I feel like a Mack truck hit me not once but twice.
That was a pretty brutal hit.
It was.
All right.
I'm gonna use a divine font to heal myself.
Okay.
Since I'm still raging, I'm gonna come right over here and start whacking on this tree with my sword. Rawr, rawr, rawr.
Nice.
Because rage is different. You can't voluntarily drop out of rage, so you stay in it for a minute, but you get to keep raging as many times as you want. There's no limit.
Right. Yep. All right. So it's still pouring outside, and Snaggletooth, have you used your fountain yet, or no?
Reading just to double check that I don't get a bone.
Oh, gotcha. And is it part of your focus spell, or is it a power?
Yeah,
okay.
I get 2 focus spells a day.
Yep.
And my deity, I can do heal or harms. I think looks like it's just 1d8. So.
I think that's right. Jeez.
So I'll go
Do one
strolling
more.
back inside, and sit down, finish my stew, since
Okay.
this is a normal day for.
Horrible rolls.
And you
Alright,
hear,
I'm back up at 6.
everyone's kind of mumbling, and one of the farmers says, sounds like the bridge troll to me. That monster lairs under the old bridge on the high road. It sleeps most all the time, they say, but now and again it comes out to feed. They say it chooses one victim when it wakes, someone on its bridge, and it'll hunt that poor soul, until it catches him and eats him up. Or her, I suppose. There's no rhyme or reason in the bridge trolls choosing a victim. They also say that the bridge troll is cunning, but that it fears places where men gather in large groups or where men travel. It'll attack anyone on its own bridge, of course, but it won't cross the high road except at its own bridge, and it avoids large buildings. Why it should get so close to the Gravedigger's Rest, I haven't a clue. Something here must hold a powerful interest for it tonight. You can kind of hear it still bellowing off in the distance, but it doesn't seem to be directly outside anymore.
You old man, you said that you said it tracks people from the bridge.
It's supposed to track one person, one soul that it gets the scent of, and will stop at nothing to find that one soul to tear apart and eat.
Snaggle, I told you to bathe more often.
Oh, it's not my garden plant. Excellent.
And as
I
you
may
guys are
have
kinda,
to.
as you're gathering yourself, Lord Closted starts drumming his fingers nervously on one of the coffin tables and starts speaking. And he says, "You may ask, with good reason, why the Lord of House Closted will be out on such a terrible night. I will now tell you. Mistress Delina, it wasn't that beast that attacked your men. It was my son. My son, Holst Closted, was killed 6 years ago on a stormy night like this one by a vile undead creature. We buried him without realizing his terrible future. On stormy nights, Holst claws his way free of his mausoleum in our family cemetery and kills whomever he can find. By morning, his rage abates and he returns to his mausoleum. I only recently heard about this undead monster prowling my lands, and mere weeks ago, I had realized this is my own son. Such shame and horror must not stand. That day, 3 weeks ago, I went to my family's cemetery and opened my son's mausoleum. There lay his body, just as we had left it 6 years ago. I beheaded my son and anointed the body in holy water and considered my task done. But this night, rumors again fly about a murderous stalker. My horror is not yet done. They say, though, that Holst kills rise again. Their bones tear their way free of their skin, and they wander as skeletons until destroyed. How he has this power over men and undead, I know not. But this is how I know that Holst was responsible for the attack on the bridge. I do not even know if I can even bring myself to attack my own son, even in this undead state. I need your help to put my son to rest again this night. Will you accept this task?
Are you sure you want us to do it? It just literally took me down with one hit. And I know, I'm a pretty stout warrior, and I didn't stand a chance against it.
Says
Not the troll.
He says, yes, the troll is not that's not my son. That inhuman beast lives beneath the bridge, but that is not my son. That's simply a bridge troll that lives in the town. Will you help me? Will you all help me find peace for my son?
Well, it depends. We don't work for free,
Give me a charisma, or not. What is the right skill? 1 second. Give me a diplomacy or a deception check, whichever one you want.
They're about the same.
Okay. And he says, yes, I can imagine a reward is in store. And he offers the group 20 gold pieces if you can finish this.
Yes.
I'm in.
I got excited.
I as well am in.
Why not?
He looks at Marisol. Are you in as well? Your group seems to be.
Of course. We're in this
Okay.
together.
Okay. And so as you guys are kind of getting things together and patch yourself up as best you can, the old innkeeper raises a bony hand to stop you, and she says, you'll not be traveling after the walking dead without all the protection old Urena can provide ye. It's bloodkin you're after, and bloodkin will protect ye. You, sir, she bows to Lord Klostad. I need a few hairs from your head. 1 hair for each of these brave heroes stepping into the teeth of the storm. And Lord Klostad lowers his head and obliges, and she pulls out 5 strands of his hair. He eyes her kind of suspiciously. He doesn't seem to really buy into what she's selling. But she ties the hair in a knot, and she walks over to Valeros to begin with. And she looks at you, and she starts moving forward to tie the hair around your wrist while she's mumbling some garbled words. Do you let her do this?
I do.
Okay. So she finishes, and then she moves over to each of you. So Snaggletooth, do you allow her to attach the hair to your wrist? Or does anyone not allow her to?
I ask her, what does this do? I mean, exactly what does this do, old woman?
She says it's a protection. It's a protective charm. It's the only magic I can give you to help you a bit in this storm tonight against what you'll be.
All right.
All right. Does anyone refuse, Mr. or Miss Amiri, Mr. Amiri, or
Darius says, if this works as good as this stew tastes, I'm in.
and Marisol?
I won't. I will let her do it.
Okay. And Mary, I didn't hear from you. Are you letting?
No, I'm perfectly fine.
So you're perfectly fine letting her or not?
Yeah, I'm gonna let her do it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So she does that, and she also goes back into the behind the bar, and she brings out all manners of poultice and herbs, and she provides healing to each of you and heals everyone back to full hit point.
And I wasted my font.
All right. And it's been about 10, 15 minutes. So I'm going to pull off Miri off of you. And Lord Halstead kind of looks at each of you, and he my son has a tendency to go back to the scene of the crime. I would suggest that each of you collectively go together to the old bridge back where you saw Elena. That's where I think he would be. And he also gives you, he pulls out a parcel, and it's all of these items are wrapped very delicately together. And it's a parcel full of holy water. And I'm going to put this, see if I can do this. Should be able to. So I put it, you guys should be able to open the party sheet just like a normal, and you see he has a silver hatchet. He has 3 vials of holy water, and he also has a sigil of the House of Klostad, which is a silver boar kind of running rampant. And he explains to you that you will need to behead his son with a silver hatchet. You'll need to anoint him with holy water and do all of this and put him to rest, and do it all while you're back in the mausoleum to finally put him at rest. So all of these are now in your party sheet. And he also gives you directions to the family cemetery that's 2 hours away on the other side of the high road. And he says, with this, go back to the high road, see if you can find any clues for where he might be. Then he is known to go back to the scene of the crime, and perhaps you will find him there.
All right.
Gonna head back towards the high road.
Yep.
All right.
I think the trolls seem to be heading the other direction, so I think we're clear.
You don't really hear the troll so much anymore as you're outside. So you think maybe he's gone away.
Oh, I'm looking all around for him.
Okay. 1 second. All right. So Elena thanks you as you all head back towards the high road. Put you on the map. Second, get rid of her. All right, so I'm going to let you all determine where you want to be as you head back up. So you can move yourself any to the east of this line. You can kind of put yourselves where you would be as you're heading up towards the carriage. All right. And I'm going to put you, I'm not going to let you go that far anywhere to the right of this, but you're good there. And as you get onto the bridge, you hear another clap of thunder and lightning, and the heavy rain has turned the road into a swarm of rivulets. But the old stone bridge remains strewn with shattered bones, burst corpses, and broken pieces of the carriage. As a bolt of lightning illuminates the scene like a flash of daylight, amid the carnage at the far end of the bridge stands a man. He wears torn finery and has long, straight hair. This young man was probably once handsome, but his features are feral, and the skin around his mouth is ragged. He resembles Lord Herald Klostad, although he was shorter, and veins on his face pulse with dark blood. His black eyes now burn with a hateful orange light. He advances slowly toward you, bare feet slapping in the puddles of rain and blood on the bridge. He flexes fingers, ending in long, twisted claws. And with that, you can all roll initiative. Right.
Conveniently 35 feet away. Interesting.
Nice. All right. So he rushes up towards you, and he gets to right about here, and
He starts singing,
and
"We all live in a yellow submarine." Sorry about
something like that. Like, have you come to help me? Nope. He looks itching to get towards you, but that is as far as he can. Lena should not be in there, and so Marisol, you are.
I will draw my short bow and shoot a couple of shots at him if possible.
Okay, so you draw your short bow, and yes, you can do the first shot with no penalty.
It's still raining, so and I'll take the second shot.
Wow, both just fly off, not even close to the target, and off the.
Well, it's a pretty frightening sight. That's all I have
It
to
is.
say for
It
myself.
is.
All right. First action will be to move.
Okay.
Uh
As you step on the bridge,
Here we go.
you trigger
Oh
you
shit.
trigger a trap, and you see this twisted loop of sinew, and it looks like tendons lash out at you. And let's see if it hits you, shall we?
Let's shall.
So it wraps around your leg, and it oh wait, as it does that, it pulls you up over the bridge and slams you against the side, and you are now here at the side of the bridge, dangling from the noose.
Damn.
Now, as you do that, you do have the ability, if you want to look at your, I can pull up the actions with you, but since you have not used any actions yet, you do have the ability to try to escape.
Well,
So
wouldn't one of
go
my
ahead.
actions have been to move?
Oh, sorry, you did move. You're right. You have 2 actions left. You
Okay.
did move. So you
So
do
I can try
have
to
2
escape.
actions left. So the escape DC is 20, which is fine if you know that. So 1 second. I want to look. So escape is an unarmed attack modifier against the DC. That's interesting. So you need to use, what is your unarmed attack DC? It doesn't sound right. Can you stand by 1 second?
Standing by.
That's what I was looking for. You can attempt an acrobatics or athletics check if you choose. So if you want to use one of those, or better for you, Rob, you can use an
Okay.
acrobatics or athletics.
And we don't have, this game doesn't have inspiration, right? Help myself do something. So
The only thing you can do is, like, if you roll and you don't like your roll, you have 1 hero point. Everyone started with 1.
reroll
You can
it?
use
Okay.
that to immediately reroll.
All right. I am going to make the attempt. Yeah.
And you do, so you're able to get yourself untied, and as you do that, so yeah, you're now free. And I guess I would say you can use an action if you'd like, as your final action, to get yourself back onto the bridge if you'd like.
Okay, I'll do that.
Up to you.
I'll do that.
Okay. So you're kind of like right, or unless you want to be, if you want to be at the top, you can either be in that square. If you want to stand on the top of the bridge, that's fine. Whichever square you want to be.
I don't know. I don't like the idea of him bum rushing me and pushing me out that bridge, so I'll go right there.
Damn it. Okay, that's good.
I'm glad you didn't get closer to him, because I'm going to splash him. I don't want to hurt my buddies anymore.
Okay. And this is what he looks like. Just as a better, little closer up picture of him.
Oh.
All right. And you miss, that was a splash, so you can do at least the splash damage. It wasn't a crit.
He got all his teeth.
He does.
Does look like John Lennon.
All right, Valeros, you are up.
John, you look a little long in
yeah,
the
it
tooth.
looks like I have a short bow, so I will pull that and try to shoot him.
Sounds good. And you would do that at take a -1 because Marisol is in your way, so that's considered lesser.
The
So you can
image
either do
just
the-
makes him look more like a Beetle.
And you can do the lesser, if you want to do the lesser cover modifier, just do a -1, whatever you want to do. There is a lesser cover modifier in the plus minus.
Okay, I think I got it now.
Darius, you get splash damage even if you miss?
Unless it's a critical miss.
Oh, wow, cool.
But it does splash 5 feet all around, so anyone around him would.
Right.
Nice, it's a hit.
Is there, not being 5e, do I have to load as my third action? Or is
You
this-
don't. You can. No, you don't. You're good. You can just shoot again. Just a -5 this time, or minus whatever. It might be -4 if it's whatever your weapon. Because agile weapons, it's -4 on the second attack instead of -. And that's a miss. Shooting through the.
So I see what happened to my friend Amiri.
You do.
I like war. I'm gonna run in one action. I will do an attack with my mace.
Okay.
Sorry, John. I'm a big fan.
It's a miss.
Oh my goodness, a miss.
The mace kind of
Shields up.
scrapes off the side of his body and doesn't do anything. Shields up. Shields up.
Shields up, number one.
Is that it? Are we done? All right, there we go. Holst. He's excited, man. He's been waiting for his turn, and he try to get close and personal as he tries to claw with these jagged, black, dripping claws. Reaches out to claw at you, and he misses with the first attack.
Well, at least it wasn't plus
Second.
25 to attack like the troll.
Oh, he misses the second. He's gonna try one more. One more. Oh man, and he almost falls over. He misses so badly. He's just wiping the rain out of his eyes and Marisol.
I am ditching the short bow, which appears to be defective.
Now, I know this is gonna surprise you, but releasing a weapon is an action.
What?
So that's fine. I know. It's
Well, then never mind. I will stay here
okay.
and try to shoot past Snaggletooth. Is that a -1?
It is a -1, yep. But it's still a hit. Doesn't matter.
I'll take a second shot.
Okay.
Do I
And that
get
one
a
goes
third
to-
shot? But
Yeah, it would just be minus. Yeah, you get a -10 or whatever that third, whatever it
says
shows as your
-3
third
plus
attack.
the
Yep.
-1.
Yeah, the number
Ooh.
on your actions tab takes the. That's
Exactly.
the result after the.
Okay.
Yep. So you got it right. Amiri, you are up.
All right, I actually don't. I set my rage thing on self, but the heal, the 3 temps, there's no thing in the effect to set it to self. That's kind of disappointing. All right, so
Let me see.
Amiri
Well,
is. Huh?
Yeah, that's weird. You're right. I don't know how to do that either.
There's no way to do it.
yeah.
So I guess I have to manually each time. All right, so I'm gonna move. So that's action number 1. Action number 2 will be to rage.
Yeah. Okay.
Action number 3. Bastard sword. That's right.
Swing away. Oh, nice. As it slams into the side of his face. And you see a couple of teeth go flying off to the side. So
That's a
he's
shame.
now got a little gap. He turns back and smiles at you with his 2 front teeth missing.
Kind of reminds me of a fight I was once in.
Nice.
All right, I'm gonna launch 3 magic missiles at this guy.
Oh boy. Nice. He looks like he's hurt.
Okay, so if I were to move over here, would it still just be the lesser?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, and that misses badly. Almost hit Snaggletooth, who has to kind of duck to get out of the way.
Sorry.
Whoa, easy.
Second one misses too.
I think that's all I got.
All right.
Wow. I'm going to do 2 missing attacks this round.
Tooth. Oh man.
Join the party.
Wow. Damn. All right.
I don't know what to say.
He's gonna any mini Stooner reference, and he's going to attack still what's in front of him, Snaggletooth. And here he goes. And it hits. And he rips at your body, and you feel like the life wants to be drained out of you, but something seems to be protecting you, and you are not drained as he swings again.
I love that old lady.
Daddy's hair.
Daddy's hair. That sounded wrong.
Right?
Oh shit! Critical. And Snaggletooth is down.
What? You're
This
always
ain't
on the ground, I
5e.
say to
This
Lee.
ain't 5e, boys and girls. So hold on 1 second. He
Always on
goes
the ground,
to-
I say.
Yeah. Kind of getting used to it.
And the one, yeah, there we go. Oh, did it? I did the wrong.
Who invited this yo-yo?
Use your healer,
Yeah.
man.
Can't heal if I'm dead.
No. Okay. A lot of stuff to add. So that was the second. So he has one more swing, which he's going to swing at a Miri this time at a pretty big.
Bring it, bitch. Final last words. Oh no.
Ooh, and it's a hit though.
Better watch what you say, Rob.
Oh, I better watch what I say.
Same for you though. You feel the life wanting to be sucked out of your body, but it is not. As he passes and screams.
Well, thanks, Snaggletooth, for getting out of my way.
That was all part of my plan, actually.
Wow.
I still can't hit him.
Oh, you did. You hit that time. Nice damage. Very
All
good.
right, last one.
All right, this is gonna just be 3 attacks.
Oh, that's a good hit. He's kind of part of his left hand. His fingers are missing now. You see this black ichor just pouring out of him. He doesn't look good.
I don't know if this is a free action or not. I'm going to say, Valeros, do you have any type of healing draft?
You can, yeah, I'll allow you to talk a little bit freely as long as it's short. Yep.
I have one, yes.
Would you mind it as I run by, you hand it off to me and I'll bring our friend back up?
I don't know that I
you-
can do that because I don't
Yeah.
have an action in between turns.
Oh, that's maybe I can fish it out of her. Use an action to fish it out of her pack.
You can't.
before She gives me the.
You can move, and you can take it off her if you want as an action. So I would give you, so you can get there after grabbing that with 2 actions. So you'd have 1 action.
All right, I'll use my last action to get Snaggletooth.
So in Pathfinder 2, you cannot force feed a potion. No, I'm just kidding. You can.
Well, we can always pull his pants down.
Oh, geez. No,
Oh.
let's do the, it's early Saturday morning. Come on. All right. So yeah, go for it. Go ahead and heal him.
Oh, I don't have the potion, so if Valeris could drop that on him.
Oh yeah, that's a good.
As
Oh,
I get up,
I
I
think
start
I can.
swinging like I'm
On
punch
target.
drunk. Let me
Yeah,
at him.
nice. Untarget Holst. Make sure you don't heal him. Yeah, there you go. Oh, geez.
Just enough.
He's up though.
That's-
He's up. So let me
That's
take
how I
off.
roll people. So probably shouldn't have had me do.
That's how you do.
So just so everyone knows, in what happens when you're brought back from dying is you immediately gain the wounded 1 condition. And what that means is if you go down again, then you have to add the 1 to your dying condition. So it's a long way of saying if Snaggletooth goes down again, he would immediately be at dying 2. And if he went down from a critical hit, he's at dying 3. If you get to dying 4, you're dead. So it's just a much stronger mechanic that you can't go up, down, up, down, up, down in one battle. You can relieve the wounded condition if you treat wounds and you have 10 minutes. So basically, once you're out of the fight, you can get rid of it, but it's hard to get rid of until you're out of the fight. All right. But that worked. And let's see, that was Darius, right? And that was the end of your turn. So it is Valeros's turn. Yep.
All right. I don't. God, is there anywhere I can move to where I'm not going to take major reduction shooting at this?
For range, you could probably, like right there, and that might even be I mean, if anything, it'd be -1, but that's it. I mean, you're in good. And remember, I mean, although he could possibly get a reaction, you can shoot right next to him, and there's no penalty. But you could take an op if he has.
Snaggletooth is still prone, right? Or does he stand up immediately?
Actually, you're right. He is prone. I should put that effect on him so she can shoot freely. Good point. All right. Oh.
Yep, that's how I roll.
Still concerned about shooting Snaggletooth, I think.
Everybody want to feel a little old today? Shawshank Redemption is 25 years ago.
Nice hit. Really? Wow.
Seeing it in the theater first.
Nice. Nice hit. Did some damage. He's looking like he's on his lap. He's stumbling. He's weaving. He's
I'm not going to hit him anyway. Doesn't it take an action to stand up?
It does. It does. So let me take that off you.
I'm going to take an action. I'm going to stand up, and then I am going to take another action and 5-foot step it. And then I am going to go ahead and cast a spell, which I believe I have 1 hit point. I'm going to go ahead and use healing on myself. I'm going to use a 1st level spell.
And we're all standing around like shocked because we
Jesus Christ.
One. Oh my god.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Out of about 12 rolls, I've had 1 hit roll.
I know.
I look over at him and say, hey, you might want to head back to the end. I think that gal can help you.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
All right. I think Holst is going to go, and Holst is going to swing at what's in Amiri.
Is it? Oh.
Oh, it's a critical hit.
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
And Amiri goes down. That's with 1. And then he's going to move up as his second action. And his third action, he is going to swing right in front of him. That's with a minus. 1 second. There we go.
Actually, can I take that 1 point off? I can't do anything because the heal would have cost 2 actions, and I only had 1 left.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, it would
No,
have
no,
been
it was
I'm
1
sorry,
action,
it
right?
would. Yeah, it was. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
2 is the range.
Right.
Yeah,
right. And the range does have a +8, by the way. I think you knew that, but you get a +8 with range. Well, wait, did he swing at you, Darius? Yeah, he did, and he missed,
did, yeah.
right? Or okay,
Yeah,
yep.
he missed.
All right, so
So I am going to move around. So 1 action, drop my short bow.
okay.
Do we have like a dodge or anything like that?
You have, what can you do? Aid, cross, state. Yeah, if you have something that isn't like literally, like if you're behind a wagon or something, you could take cover. But otherwise, I don't think there's truly a dodge action.
Wow, there's not,
Yeah.
is there?
No, I mean, like you said, if there was something to take cover behind, you could, but okay.
All right, I'll take 1 more step over there then.
Okay.
Oh,
Gotcha.
so
Yeah,
that
go ahead.
was all right. Move, drop my thing. All right, and I will use my elixir of life and pour it all over.
You're just
Okay.
gonna pour it all over me.
Just gonna pour it over, and then
No,
it
you're
just
bound to
pours
get
out
1
into
point.
it pours out into the rain. All right, nice.
Ooh, 4 points.
Okay, let me get some conditions on and off you.
Yeah. Now wait, I'm still unconscious though. Is that right? Or I'm not.
Right.
I am.
Well,
okay.
no, not from healing. She gave you
Yeah.
a magical healing. You actually do get 1 hit point back, so you're okay. You're still prone. So let me put that. But
got
and
4
then you
points,
have
actually.
the wounded, and you have the wound. Sorry, you're right.
I'm wounded,
You have
okay.
4 now. But that's just informational. There's nothing really that affects you right now unless you go down again. All right. So, and you can use an action if you want to stay.
Oh, it's me. Oh, yeah. I
Yeah,
will
sorry,
stand up.
it
Yeah,
just passed
I
you.
got all
So, okay,
confused.
let me do that.
Yes, I will stand up. And I am a balls out. I'm going to just attack this.
Oh, nice. And he slams into it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and he
Finished.
he crumples to the ground. And as he does so, for a split second, he pops back up and he swings 1 last claw at you, Amir. And he hits.
Bye-bye, everybody. Damn.
And Amiri goes back down, and Holst crumples to the ground. All right. So you've got.
I'll use Spare the Dying on.
Okay, because Amiri's wounded too, or dying too. So Spare the Dying, does it immediately, I can look at it, but does it get him to 0 and unconscious, or what is it?
I am looking now.
Oh, no problem.
By the way, I have a special thing as a barbarian that I get to go to dying 5 instead of dying 4.
That's good.
Sorry, it's not called Spare the Dying. Oh, no, it is.
I know what you meant. It's something like that, right?
I put that on my cantrips. Why did I not? I don't have it on my cantrips. Hold on.
Stabilize, right?
Stabilize, that's it.
So he's still unconscious, but he'd go to at least 0 hit points, and he wouldn't be dying.
Yeah, the target loses a dying condition, though it remains unconscious at 0 hit points. Pretty much the same thing as Spare the Dying.
Yeah. So you are unconscious and at 0 hit, but you are at least no longer dying. You do have wounded 2.
Sorry about that.
Oh. All right, so we are out of actually, hold on one second. So as Holst drops and as Amiri drops but is now conscious just a bit, you see and hear appear against crawling up out of from under the bridge the troll, and you hear him bellow this enormous growl. He steps up over the bridge, and his nostrils flare as he's looking upon the lifeless form of Halst Klausted. And the troll kind of flips him around, curiously looking at it, and he lifts him up into his mouth and takes an enormous bite out of his left leg. And as he does that, at first his eyes seem to flash just ecstasy. And then immediately this look of unpleasant surprise crosses his feature, and he flings the body to the ground and spits out the bitten piece. Shaking his head, he lumbers back over the side of the bridge into the squelching mud, spitting the entire way, shaking its head, and disappears back underneath the bridge.
Well, damn, I was hoping he was going to die.
How bad does it have to taste if a troll spits you out?
Right? So we got to get this body to its
the
mausoleum and cut off its
yeah.
head, right?
Who
We
has
better
the
get a move
hatchet?
on.
Yep.
Can we repair? Oh, I'm unconscious. Never mind.
You are unconscious, so yes, you are. This would be a good time while we're thinking about it. It's probably good. We're just about 2 hours. You guys want to take a 10-minute break?
Sure.
Sure.
Yep.
That sound good? Okay.
Sounds good.
Let's take 10 and come back. Thanks, guys.
All right. So for those of you watching the stream, we're gonna break. I'll put the counter on. Should be a counter. Join us later this evening for Drake's game tonight at 6 o'clock. So just about 7 hours from right now, starting a Descent into Avernus, a Baldur's Gate game. Giving away, Drake is going to give away a Fantasy Grounds module of that game. So just be watching the show tonight, and you will have a chance to win a module courtesy of Drake PD. That is at 6 p.m. Pacific. And then tomorrow we have our Acquisition Incorporated game in the afternoon, and then show at night is All Things Fantasy Grounds talk show, where we will go through Descent to Avernus, some spoilers. I'll try not to do too many. And then we're also going to give away a copy of it on that night, so show up for that. Capitalized. I don't know why it isn't. Anyway, that's what's happening, everybody. So go and take a couple minutes here to sleepy. This is probably Gwydion said he thinks it's probably going to be 5 hours, so we're about 2/5 of the way done. Break, I'm sure we will. But anyway, when the clock runs out, we'll get back to the game. I'm not going to try to mess with my camera. That crashed the stream last time. I don't know what's going on with that. As is. As is. Yep, September weather is really weird in Spokane. It's like 70 during the day and 40 at night. But it's going to start cooling off. Along about Thursday, it's going to be no warmer than 60 degrees. And in the 50s. Cold, everybody. I like cold better. I get right up into the mic and tell you I like it cold. What are you guys doing this weekend? Besides watching four streams in the next 2 days here. Fuck Florida, Drake. God damn it, Florida sucks. Oh my god. I was having so much fun while I was there, but physically it was just so painful. From the second I stepped off the plane until I got back on the plane, it was just horrible. Humidity. Oh, I don't understand how millions of people live there. I don't get it. But I mean, I guess you live there for years and years, you get acclimated. Or if you're born there, that's another thing. But people move there voluntarily. This I do not understand. You can't even turn the air conditioning below 70. That's a lot of shit. Why even have it? Drake's got the 12 Rob Tui icon and the green star. Boffrin has the 6 and the purple diamond and the purple diamond. And they're 2 purple diamonds. What does that purple diamond mean? What is that? Oh, VIP badge. Who else is in the chat with some icons? Silly little rogue has the... At the 3? I can't read it. Oh, when you hover over that, it doesn't tell you what the... Oh yeah, 3-month subscriber. Celestian has the Twitch Prime one and the moderator one. In Amsterdam, the AC wouldn't work for shit. I thought Amsterdam was supposed to be...
Cheerbits.
Cheerbits.
Cheerbits in the stream.
Drake
Thanks for the
takes
cheerbits.
Drake takes cheerbits, everybody. Cheerbits. Oh, now Drake's got the... number 3 leader. Yep. Badge bits. Oh, so it was only bad inside. And I'm such an inside, like that would freak me out, living somewhere where I had to go outside to get comfortable. That would freak me out, man. I'm such an inside person. I'm like 1 second away from full on agoraphobia. And although the technical definition of agoraphobia is that you're afraid to go outside, I'm not afraid. I'm just super annoyed by everything out there, including mostly. Like, if you go get in your car and drive to the store or do something, if you just go do a normal day outside your house, you are going to, there's no way to avoid running into multiple morons, either bad drivers or the person at the front, in front of you in the line at the grocery store who in the year 2019 is paying by use of the check. I mean, there's just so many dumb people out there. And does that mean that I'm above them and that I'm better than them? Yes, it absolutely means that. I am better than them. Because get with the program. Move forward in your life, embrace technology, you stupid people. But yeah, dumb drivers, I guess that's not really a technology thing, but people that are not paying attention, they're texting on their phones while they're driving. There's just so many wrong things out there, you guys. You've all seen it. Oh, is that the call? Oh. Mark myself ready, even though. Dude. Yeah, what's up, Sven? Yeah, putting on makeup. No, people still do that. I still see women putting on makeup in the mirror in their drive-through. Usually they do it while they're parked at the light, right? Which you'd think would be okay. But guess what? The light changes and they're still fucking putting on their makeup. Like, go already. It's just so bad. There's so many things out there, and what it is, usually this is everything that annoys me in society usually boils down to one basic trait, and that trait is human beings apathy about consideration for other human beings. In other words, they're doing what they want for themselves, which is fine. You got to do for yourself, but not at the expense of other people. I think that's the thing. Like, if you're putting on your makeup at the stoplight and the light changes, you're fucking holding up everyone else's day. Like, get on with it. Fucking move your ass. Same thing. Paying with a check at the store. Get a debit card. Get a fucking electronic. Use cat. Like, what's your deal? You have to. Some things just seem egregious to me. Is all.
Sorry about that. My Paizo subscription just came in.
Oh, nice. In
Speak
hard
of
copy?
the devil. Oh yeah, I have all the subscriptions for Pathfinder actually.
Which one came in today? Like what was it?
The only thing that came in today is AP Book 3, Critical Fumble deck, Critical Hit deck, and also a new double-sided.
Yeah, I got the condition deck, and I think you guys saw it. The conditions are. I put it in a module just so I could use it in my games.
How does the subscription work? I bought the PDF, but I don't think I subscribed.
Yeah, if you have the subscription, you pay the retail price for the products, but you also get digital copies of PDFs for free. And then if you have 4 subscriptions, you don't get nailed every month either. So they spread everything out. But when you have 4 subscriptions, you get to choose Pathfinder or Starfinder Society. You get that for free. And you also got 15% off of the subscriptions, and you get 15% off anything in the store. That's Paizo, not third party. Then if you have all of the subscriptions, they give you both Pathfinder and Starfinder Society every month.
So what's your monthly bill for
Which
all
is, to me, it's worth it because they don't nail you every month with stuff for every subscription.
What's your monthly bill for that?
Well, actually, I had 4 things this month. I forgot there was a pawn set too. So 4 items was $80, and that's including shipping.
Right.
Cool. Well, I think we're all back. We've got Amiri, who is unconscious but stabilized at wounded 2, and everyone else. We've got Snaggletooth is hurting pretty bad, but we've got the body. And you guys know, based on your discussion with Klaustad, you know what you need to do, and you need to do it in order. You need to get his corpse returned to the coffin. You need to behead the corpse with a silver slashing weapon, and then you must sprinkle it with holy water, and then the sigil must be placed on his corpse. So and you know where you need to go. But what do you guys want to do from here?
I guess we should not waste any time, and I guess we should probably take him to the mausoleum,
Yeah.
get
you
this
got
over with, get our
potion
money, and
left
then buy
for-
some beer.
Miri,
What about Mary? What'd you say?
does anybody have a potion left to give a Miri? Because we do need to travel fast.
I used mine on him.
Yep, mine's gone
Yeah.
too. That's why I was asking.
Yeah, I used mine too.
Do I
You
have
might
one?
might
Do we
have
all
one
have a
on
potion?
him. Yeah.
I have my
No,
own
I
potion.
think I don't think so. They had him as part of their, I think, build.
I don't. My magic has been depleted for the day. I have one more spell, but I can only bless our party.
So I think the inn is close. We might be able to get on our way to the mausoleum. Make a stop by there.
All right, have fun, everybody.
Is
Oh, we can
it
carry you.
I'm
in the
dead.
right?
I'm dead.
Is it in the right direction though?
It is. It's back.
Wait,
It's
so
back
the
that
decision
way,
on
and-
whether or not to save my life is it on
I'll
the
carry
way?
a Mary.
I
I am
like-
gonna carry a Mary.
That's fucking great.
No, we're taking you. It's just, can we heal you first?
No, but it was just what it sounded like. Well, we need to take him back to the inn and heal him. Well, is it on the way? It's just funny. I don't know. Maybe
We'll
I'm
make
the
it
only one
on
that
the-
thinks that's totally hilarious.
Oh
What?
yeah.
Watch
I
it, or I'll throw a boat out there for you to
I
step
actually
no
have
boats, no boats,
three
no
of the
boats.
potions in my inventory. I only used one of the three, so.
Oh, there you go. Excellent.
So if you'd like, you can use
How dare you,
two
Gwydion?
potions or one.
Put it
I'll
like
use
this:
one
if
to
you
start.
don't use it, then you have to carry him.
Yay! Elixir of life.
All right. So let's see. So you're not unconscious, but
Yay.
you do have So you have 4. Yep. And you
Okay,
have one elixir left.
I'll
I do.
I'll stumble. I'll make my way with my 4 hit points. Got more than Snaggletooth.
Oh wow, look at this. I just found 12 scrolls of healing on the ground.
That wagon. Too bad we didn't take apart that wagon.
Nice. All right. So where are we heading? What are we
to
doing?
Catch up my bow before we
'Kay.
move, but we're taking this body and we're heading toward where we think we're supposed to bury it.
Yeah.
Let's give
Yeah.
us a-
He gave you directions. He gave you good directions. So you know. All right. So you travel. It's about a good 45-minute to an hour walk in the rain. And let me pull up an image for you. Thought there was another cool image, but let me see one. So here's what kind of the artist rendering looks like. And then I'll pull up the battle map for you. Did I say battle map? I meant map. You guys on? And so you're coming up the pathway, and again, you can put yourselves wherever behind this. You're coming up the path, and as you're doing that, and you can move yourselves. Yeah, it's unlocked. So as you come up the path, the muddy path suddenly deposits you on the edge of a large, overgrown cemetery. An iron fence bars access to the field of worn, irregularly placed headstones. The fence is sturdy wrought iron topped with sharp spikes angled inward. A few larger mausoleums loom above the shattered headstones. A dilapidated gate hangs open, which is right here. To your left, a large obelisk has toppled outward onto the fence, providing another means to enter the graveyard. What do you do?
First thing is I point out the spikes are aiming inward to keep something in the cemetery. Very strange.
Well, lead the way, Valorous. I'm a little punch drunk right now.
Well, I think I'm just gonna keep marching up the path to get to the gate and walk through.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow Valeros, but I am gonna draw my rapier because this is a pretty creepy situation.
Good call. I will also draw my longsword.
Anyone else doing anything or having anything out, or tell me?
Mason
anything?
board.
Mason board. I like it.
I'm gonna take out. I mean, I have my shield, but I'm gonna also ready a javelin rather than my broadsword because I don't think.
Gotcha.
The current status of my health.
Okay. All right. I'll lock tokens, but I'll let you guys go ahead and go through if you want. All right, Valeros, as you get to that square, you get kind of rumbling in the ground. Okay, and it just sounds like this weird squirming. And bursting through the ground are these large maggots that look very hungry. And everyone can roll initiative as these maggots burst out of the ground.
Sorry about that. I double clicked.
That's right. 14, 16. That's close. Yeah, you'd be above them anyway. All right. Snaggletooth, you are up as you see these things wriggling out of the ground.
Are they wriggling up beside so they are exactly where they didn't pop up through the graves? Are those fresh looking graves that have been dug, or does it look like
they look like they've been there for some time, and these maggots one of them's out of the grave, two of them actually, and one of them's just coming out from out of the grass on the side of the path, so they're right where they seem.
Okay, I'll move. I swing my mace. Of course, it'll be a miss.
No, it's a hit.
Surprisingly. Oh, wow. Where's my damage? It's the first time I've ever used it. Ooh,
Oh,
nice.
and this thing just slices in half, and this pus just drips out.
All right. And then I shields up.
Shields up. Laros.
Yeah, I'm gonna use an action to raise my shield as well.
Okay.
I'll move over here.
I want to hit. Jeez, you guys are slicing them up.
Okay. If I'm doing a ranged attack, what is the deal with Valeros being in the way?
It's a -1 if from where you are. It's lesser cover.
Oh, do I have a button I can use for that, or do I just put -1 in the modifier?
In the plus minus, there is a lesser.
Exactly. I don't know, wounded 2 dropped off you, so I'm going to put it on you again. It must have been set to expire.
So wait, where's the modifier? Oh, it's in the
plus minus at the top.
It is in there. Okay, so
Yep.
lesser cover. Got it. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to javelin at the maggots. Now how many javelins do I have? Oh,
Hey man, watch where you're throwing those.
yeah, right. It doesn't automatically tick off the ammo. That's disappointing. All right, I'll throw another one. And whatever. I mean, I might as well.
Well, and that's probably all you had anyway. But okay, because I think you have to grab it.
It says I have 4.
I know, but I think you have to grab it and then throw it. You had one ready, but it takes an action to grab the other one.
Oh, it's not like 5e. Okay.
I don't think so. Yeah.
All right. Well, I would have thrown 2 then. So then, yeah, I bet they're all misses. Whatever. Good enough. I'm pretty much useless at this point back here.
All right, I'm gonna step up and around.
Got it. And let me put flat-footed on it.
And I get my sneak attack because it's flat-footed.
So yeah, guys, watching Twitch, I do not like Pathfinder 2. I just do not like
when
this.
You hit,
I'm basically out of combat at this point. I have 4 hit points, no way to heal.
Oh, and if
I get hit, I'm
it
gonna pretty much die.
explodes and
So,
Valeros,
yeah,
you get
I
a bunch
just
of
don't like the
maggot
way it is.
junk all
like
over
it.
your face, but it's dead. And as you do that, from the back of the cemetery, you see this hunchbacked man is rushing towards you, holding a sickle high, and he says, "Intruders! Intruders! Violating sacred Clousted grounds! Off with ye, or I'll cut you down where you stand in your trespassing boots."
Show him the sigil. We're here on family business.
As soon as you do that, he says, "Oh, agents of the master. Yes, yes, yes. How can I help you? What are you here for?"
Well, we're here to cut this corpse's body off now that we have him delivered. We're going to cut the head off. Then we're going to douse it with holy water. And then we're going to pretty much put this amulet and do a little ritual. Put him at
Phrasing,
ease.
Snaggle. Phrasing. We're here to put this to lay this poor dear child to rest.
Oh, and he says, "Yes, yes, I can show you the mausoleum, and come follow me." And he kind of starts walking over towards the mausoleum over here, and he says, "Yes, yes, the master. I must serve the master." And he walks up towards the mausoleum door, and he says, "Come over here."
Who's your master?
Lord Clousted, of course.
Which one?
There is only one Lord. Have you not met Herald Clousted?
Okay.
He says, "Not the body that you have. That is his son. That is not him. That is a grotesque manufacturing of his son." And as you kind of walk over to the mausoleum, it's a solid stone structure rising out of the mist, pervading the cemetery despite the persistent rain. The heavy door has no latch or handle, but stands ajar a fraction of an inch. And he says, Kreb will show you the way. Let me show you. And Kreb kind of pushes aside. The door is slightly ajar, but he pushes it aside, and he steps inside. And as soon as he does, he steps on a square, and a spear comes flying at him from the other side of the room, hits him squarely in the chest, and he says,
"Message for you, sir."
And he crumbles to the ground in front of you as he's reaching out to you with his eyes shed a single tear. Kreb is dead.
That red shirt is gone, and he had a maggot problem too. He wasn't handling.
Nice.
Red shirt.
So stepping over his body to go in.
All right.
I'll move him aside and, check his pockets while I'm doing it, but I'll set him aside respectfully.
Okay. He does not come to life. So I'm going to just open. There's another map, but there's really, because this room just looks small, I'm going to open it up the way it is. So give me 1 second.
Can I tell where the spear came from?
Yes, it looks like there was a pressure plate in the floor, and it literally came from the opposite side of the room.
Poor bastard.
Right into it. Never had a chance.
So I want to step kind of out of what I think is alignment with that as quickly as possible.
Okay.
And investigate around the space.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you see that what looks like to be his crypt is slightly ajar in the center of the room. It's elevated just a little bit, not much, not enough to block, unfortunately, the spear of poor Kreb. But yeah, it looks, you don't see much of any note other than you see some like rotted, desiccated corpses of squirrels and things that maybe he had eaten, Holst had eaten when he had come back in the evening before he laid down as the sun came up. And it's getting pretty late in the evening or early in the morning here. And you guys do know that you need to do this before dawn. And it's not quite dawn yet, but it's starting to get the faintest light that's coming up in the east.
I'll move
Seems clear
towards.
enough in here, guys.
Yeah, I was going to move up and make sure that there were no more like triggers or traps right around this crypt before everybody else.
Okay, give me a perception. Or actually, is there another skill? But yeah, give me perception in the tower. Okay, you don't.
Our rest.
You don't see anything.
Just
You don't see anything.
All
So who
right.
has the corpse? Who's dragging the corpse?
Oh, I had the corpse on one shoulder, and then I had
Okay.
Rob on my other.
Nice.
So get this body in here then.
Okay.
Cut its head off. What are we supposed to do first?
So you're supposed to put it in the
Oh, put it in the thing.
supposed
Cut
to
its
put him
head
in
off,
the crypt.
douse it in holy
Snaggle-
water.
Snaggletooth has it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
His body's in the Carciphagus. Cut his head off, douse it with holy water, and then put the amulet
So,
on.
all right. So, well, are you going to come inside so you can kind of put the?
He wants you in there so when the trap goes off, we're all dead.
I am
There we
making
go.
it official.
There
In
you
fact,
go.
I will
So-
probably go here to where his head.
Okay. All right. So as soon as you put his body in the
Here we go.
There we go.
as soon as you drop it down, you see his body kind of shake, and it kind of out of his body rips this rancid cloud of blood and bile and blackness. And as it comes out of his body, it looks like it's hungry to attack y'all. It looks like a shadow that's roughly in the form of his body. And everyone can roll initiative as this shadow pulls itself free from his body.
Are you going to come inside the building? I love it.
Are you?
Yeah, as soon as he said that, I knew something was happening. That's why I left my token out. That's sort of like a never mind.
Well, you got his body though, right? I mean, until we got his body in there.
It's a
all
good way to trick the DM into telling you information they didn't want to tell you. That's what.
Nice. I like. All right. So this thing pulls itself out of his body, and what does it do? So it flies here and mini, and it looks at Valeros. And let's see. Who has the sigil? Do you know do we say who's carrying the sigil?
I don't think we ever did.
All
I'll say
right.
that. I mean, I can say that I am. It doesn't
Yeah, I
matter.
mean, okay. I think that okay. That's fine. All right. So it's or reaches out a whatever its appendage. If it hold on one second. Why is it? Hang on, it's not recognizing. Oh, that's why. Okay.
Looks like there's 2 in the combat.
Yeah, there shouldn't have been. So there we go. Oh, now let's get him back where he was. Now you should be able to see him. All right. He reaches out to Valeros and reaches out a hand towards you and misses badly. Wow. That's 1. With his second attack, he tries to reach out to you again. Misses again. Tries one final time. Wow. And it actually, he could only have done 2 anyway because he went out and flew. So he's sitting, hovering right in front of you and Darius.
All right, since he moved, I'll only get 2 attacks because I have to use 1. I will have no choice but to try to beat on this thing.
Okay.
Good luck, everybody.
Who has the hatchet?
I would imagine I do.
So the corpse is still in
Yeah.
your sarcophagus, right?
Yep. Absolutely.
Do the ritual.
Bone.
Can I climb up over and like balance enough to get to him?
To Klaus in the coffin. Is that what you mean?
No, to the shadow.
Oh yeah. You're fine. Yeah, to the shadow.
Right, so I'll use my movement to do that. Back him. And with the
Bahobone.
second one.
It's all going swimmingly well for all of us today.
Of course.
Oh.
All right, so Darius, let me put flat-footed on it. Okay.
All right. I'm gonna drop an electric arc on this thing. I don't know if the flat-footed will help with that, but I'm gonna go for it.
Is it a save or is it a?
It's a save, yeah.
Okay, then yeah, just
He succeeded.
I love that.
hold on. Jeez, hold on. Let me see. Is there any in this will fail success? Probably not. But let me look real quick. No, it's just a. I think it's a basic save.
All right, I think I have one more action. Yeah. Can I swing my staff at it?
Did you have your staff out?
Yeah, I carry it with me all the time.
Okay.
It's my focus point.
All right, then you can swing.
Poke at the opposite.
Join the club. I am going to take 2 actions and cast the Bless. So everyone will get a +1.
Okay, very nice.
All right, everybody's got the effect on there. And that should be 2 actions, and I will stay where I'm at.
Nice.
That's it.
All right, Valeros.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my shield back up and then longsword it a couple times.
Sounds good.
Actually, I did that wrong. But I'll do it right next time. Sorry.
Okay. Tighten it up over there. Valeros, miss, sir. Jeez, this is getting rough in here.
Yikes.
You have
All
that
right.
dice mod running, don't you?
Yeah, I have to make it interesting. All right, he's going to try to reach out and touch someone special again. Wow, and he misses. Does he know? How is that? Why is that not giving a? He rolled a 14. That should be a 29. What the hell? Hold on. Go ahead. Give me one sec, because that's really weird. Because that's a hit, 29, I assume, against your AC. But why is that
That's
showing as a? Hang on, this one doesn't. I'm just trying to figure out why it. I wonder if it doesn't have attack. And that was just a 20. Wow, it's not adding the modifier. So I'm not the first one did hit. The second one does not count. But I can't figure out why. Give me 1 second. See if I. Maybe that's what it was. All right. Okay, that time. Okay, so now I got it. Wow. I guess it's cap sensitive. All right, so the first one hit, and it does 7 points of damage. So as it strikes you, it begins pulling your essence from you. You can almost feel it being ripped out of your body. You feel very weak, and you have the enfeebled 1 condition. I drop that on you. That's 2 actions for it. And
That's the one thing that I wish Pathfinder 2 would have done is get rid of all the damn conditions.
right. And
There's
there's a
still a
lot.
ton. Yeah. That's the one thing that I was like, about Pathfinder.
Just all the yeah, there's a lot of conditions. Okay, so it's going to use its second attack at a negative. And it's a big time miss. So you can kind of see Valeros and feel your essence being ripped from your body, but it's not quite out yet. Amira,
That did not feel good, guys. Ugh.
All right.
Let's get this ritual done.
I think I have to attack 3 times.
Oh,
my
that's a
God,
hit.
You're
Good.
kidding me.
You feel like it didn't
my
do
God,
a
you're
ton
kidding
of
me.
damage?
Yeah, it's resisting me.
Doesn't like you.
Yep, that's all I'm doing.
Okay.
All right, I am gonna stand up here and just slash at him until because I can do that.
Okay.
No. All right. Yeah. All right.
Oh, there you go. You got a little bit.
Oh.
All right, resist this.
Resist this.
Oh,
Oh, critical failure. So let's look at your spell and see if there's any. Which one did you do?
Burning hands.
Let's see if that has an for a crit failure. Nope, it should just do double damage. So go ahead and roll, and it should take care of it.
So in the conditions, it says enfeebled just means your strength sapped, but that doesn't tell you what it does.
Well, okay, so it does. I put it on her. Let me look at it again. So it's
Oh,
minus
sorry,
one
yeah.
to strength and a minus one DC, and then skill like athletics minus
Okay,
one.
'cause
So anything related.
Yeah, this I'm looking in the reference. I was trying not to bother you with finding, but
That's fine.
it says here see pages 618 to 623, which of course in Fantasy Grounds there's no way you can.
Well, and remember, if you opened the module, you would see the cards I had for all of you that you can open.
Okay,
you can open
thank
these.
you. I do have that open.
Yeah.
I'm so used
cool.
to not do. By the way, that threw
I
an
know.
error when you shared that. I don't know if that.
Oh, it did? Ah, crap.
I mean,
I
I
know.
still
wonder
Did
if
you
I-
open it? Because I got it.
I still see the card, but it threw a console error when you shared it.
Okay. Damn it. Did everybody else get an error? Just out of curiosity.
Negative.
I
Okay.
did not.
I did not.
Okay. Huh. I wonder, Rob, did you not have it open? Anyway,
No, I
it doesn't
did.
matter.
I had it open. As a matter of fact, I have it hotkeyed.
Weird.
I just forgot that's where I could.
That's weird. All right, so you scorched it a little bit. It still seemed like it resisted some of that, but it's hurt. I mean, you definitely feel like its essence is dwindling.
I like those cards. They're nice. I will go
And
ahead
those
and
are-
use one action
yeah.
point. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say those are actually I bought the physical deck and I just put them into Fantasy Grounds. I can't distribute them, but I can at least use them in my games.
Did you have to scan those? Because
did.
there wasn't because there wasn't a PDF
Right.
version
Yep, I wish there was.
too. All right, I'm going to use an action to maintain my bless spell, and I will engage. I will climb up onto the the Carcophagus, and then I will use my last action to attack the foul beast.
Okay.
Oh. Nice. It's 2 in a row. Ooh,
Okay, and hey, stand
nice.
by for a second, because as you do that, you hit it and you notice that seemed to significantly hurt it. And in addition to the damage you see, it actually does more. So you feel like it did not resist, and I couldn't code this separately, but you feel like it did not resist your damage.
All right.
Holy man.
Valero.
Yeah, I'll use an action to keep my shield up, and then longsword it a couple times.
Long sword away. Oh damn.
Yeah, that's the way I roll. All right.
Oh my god. Oh, those negatives suck though. That's part of it. I like that mechanic though. I think it's interesting.
Are the 3 actions?
Yeah. Well, just the like, a little
Oh,
bit
the 3
less on
attacks.
each.
Yeah. A little bit.
Now, enfeebled, let me see something. I don't know if that should have dropped off 1 second. And maybe it should have. Let me look. Because some of the conditions do get less each round, and I don't remember if enfeebled is one. Well, we'll leave it. I'll look at it after the game. I don't remember if it does, but it's set for 1 round. All right, so he's going to keep doing what he's doing, and he's got a soul that he's trying to pull out. So here we go.
It's too bad my wristband
Oh,
isn't doing
shit.
me any good.
Oh,
Critical hit.
gal.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, didn't do anything. those hairs don't seem to do anything against him. So, and you see Valeros's life being ripped from his body. I didn't ask if it's
So I
here,
clapped.
guys. Wow. All right. All right. That was one. So stand by one. Oh, that's why. Okay. All right. So that second attack, it's gonna 1, 2, 3, 4. So it goes after Darius. That was 4. So Darius, it reaches over to you, or actually, yeah. Oh, and it.
I don't imagine a shield's gonna help with that.
Now wait a
But,
second.
how does that work? If I have a cantrip called shield.
Well, Darius, first off, what's your armor class? Because this says it's a critical, but that doesn't make sense. 22 shouldn't be a critical.
I'm a 12.
Well, it does because it's 10 over the AC.
Yeah, his
Oh,
12.
I didn't realize his AC was 12. I'm sorry. I did. So here's what you can
Oh,
do.
sorry.
No, that was right. But as the shield, do you have so a shield is, let's see. Do you have the
It's a
reaction?
reaction.
Is it a reaction?
It'll have the sort of like the semicircle arrows.
Yeah. It shows as just a cantrip, but do you remember, I thought it was a reaction, but let me
Sense if it's not.
yeah, you have to raise it. It's not a shield. I'm sorry. It's, if you read the spell, it's you raise a magical shield of force. You have to do it.
Oh,
And
it's
once
an
you have
active-
it raised,
oh my god! So it's
then
not
you could
like
do the
5e.
shield block.
Yeah.
No, but he could have done a shield block if he had it raised before. But
Gotcha.
all right, so shit, that is a critical. So then he damaged.
Oof.
And Darius goes down.
Well, we're where we need to be if we're gonna go down.
And he has one final attack, which is at Mauricio with a big. Do this.
This is what I like about the game. It's not easy.
Oh, it's a big miss. So I'm going to put some effects on the people that are down, but so you are dying one. And I need to put you really quick. Give me 1 second to clean this stuff up because you need to go up to 25. As you move in the order right below or right above whatever took you down. So let me do that. And then you get to, and the same for Valeros. Okay. All right, Amiri.
All right, I mean, I could rage and shield and all that, but I feel the best odds for the party is that I just attack.
You've got the moves like Jagger.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit.
Anyways, so I just stand there.
Oh.
Kill her! Kill this thing! Kill it! It's up
Can
to
I
you.
move into the spot where Darius is?
The problem is you can do it, but by rule you have to immediately move out with your next action. See, it's not like 5e where you could get flanking.
So if he's down, I mean,
Oh, you're right. Yeah, absolutely. I'll let you do that. You can, and we can just move your. We can keep you where you are, but yes, you absolutely. So let me put flat-footed on it.
actually, I
Well,
think they're
I'm
both.
down too.
I'm
Oh,
just
you're
moving
right.
into a better position, so Snaggletooth.
I gotcha. So you're right. You're both down. So yeah, we can say you're in Darius' square if you want. That's fine.
Okay, and then I'll just use my rapier at him.
Oh, damn. Wow.
Well, I did my
It's
best.
like slicing through this red mist, but doesn't seem to find any home. Snap.
Shields. Actually, what I'm going to do is one action to maintain bless. I will attack with my handy dandy mace.
Oh, when you hit.
Sweet, another hit. I know that it had done quite a bit last time, and it does this time as
And hold on, because it does do even more. So give me a second.
okay.
As that finds purchase, and yes, almost feels like it's a solid form when you hit it. So go ahead.
Nice. And it's still up.
It is.
All right. Shield raised for my third action. That's it.
Did you only have one hit, or did you have two hit, or one swing? I'm sorry, I thought you only did.
I had one hit. I had maintaining bless. One
Oh,
action,
I didn't maintain. Yeah, I
and
didn't realize
shield
that. That makes
raise.
sense.
Oh, it's okay.
So Valeros, one thing, remember you have a hero point if you want to use it. And that would bring you to 0 and still unconscious, but you'd lose the dying if and when you want to use that.
Oh, I had forgotten about that. Yes, I will use that.
Okay. So you are unconscious, but you're at least, well, actually, I got to look at that again. They're back at 1, Dave, aren't they? I should know that. 0 points. 1 second. Because that could be a big difference.
I have 0 hero points. I already used mine.
No. But I mean, does she go back to 1 hit point? I think she does. I need to.
When
One
you
second.
use a hero point, I believe it's the same. I think it's the same as spare.
Yeah, it says you lose the dying condition and stabilize with 0 hit points, so you are still unconscious. Okay,
That's
but you are stable. Darius, and I think you still have your hero point if you want to use.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and use that just so that I don't stress my party members out.
Okay, so you're still unconscious, but at least you are.
Yep.
All right, Blood Shadow. All right, he goes after. Oh, move my map. Marisol again. And a critical miss. So the second, he tries to do the same. Misses. Tries again last time. And misses.
Noonan.
You did miss it, Noonan.
Okay. Now, can I use
It's
my
not
hero
happening.
point to do anything else
To what?
like that helps me with my attack?
Nope. It's
Okay.
just to literally re-roll a check.
All right.
Damn it. Damn it. Marisol. When she hit.
It may not be effective, but I'm hitting.
Didn't.
Wow, that
Ooh.
is amazing rolling right there.
Damn it.
I'm too busy trying not to get hit.
Yeah.
Same thing this round.
All right. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, 17 isn't a hit. Wow, it's pretty tough. That's it for me. That's with another bless continuation and
Yep.
also shield.
so as unconscious, I can't really do anything, right?
Right. Yeah. I need to give you guys wounded one, but we'll do that. All right. So it's going to any mini. And Marisol wins every time. She's probably got the highest AC too, maybe. Missed. Ooh, 19, but still missed. So I think the only way it's going to hit is with a crit.
How'd it miss with a 19?
Yes. Well, sorry, it had a 19 on the roll, but it's -5 because of its second attack.
Oh,
so
right.
it's 4.
Okay.
Miri,
All right, I think we all know.
do it.
So does wounded affect my attacks?
It does not. It only makes you like if you go down, you're immediately at dying 3.
Oh,
That's what it does. So it just
Jesus
makes it.
Christ. Come on!
Oh, you hit.
Come on!
It looks like it's one. It's like it's even less solid in front of you, and it looks like, I mean, it's just the blood and is just dripping off of it. It looks like it wants to go down, but it's
Come
still
on!
up.
Last one was. I figured if I yelled at
Oh
him.
man, you heard it. It wants to go down. Oh, God.
I cannot believe this.
Oh my God. Oh my God, 3 critical. Well, but it's just because of the minus. Snaggle, can you put it away?
I'm really gonna try to here. I'm gonna have to maintain that bless because that's actually helping out. So first, that's a hit.
Oh, and you hit.
Kill it. Kill it.
And the blood
0
shadow
damage.
this time, it does because he bypassed its resistance. It does explode in a million red droplets
And kills us.
of blood, and it just seeps into the floor.
Cut that
So you
fucking
see it
head
no
off.
more,
Do
but
it now.
Yeah, take the silver hatchet and do.
Okay. So you slice into its head. It's a little bit harder than you would have thought it would be, but it slices through its neck, and the head is now separated from its body. And now it has to be sprinkled with holy water.
Holy water.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Can you give me a religion check? You can do it in the open Snaggletooth.
Hold on 1 second. Let me reopen
Yeah.
my character sheet. All right, it worked that time. Sorry.
All right, no problem. And so you sprinkle the holy water, and you're convinced that it did what it needed to do. And now the last thing is to place the sigil on its corpse.
All right, I place the sigil on its corpse. Say a little prayer for Saul.
All right, as you do that, you see Holst's eyes flash orange briefly from his decapitated head, and then slowly turn back to gray, and then almost a brilliant blue as if it recognizes you, and then black. Closed
Do I know
again.
you?
And he is laid
Do you
to
come
rest.
here often?
Do you? What do you do for fun?
And he is laid to rest, and now it's possibly collecting reward time. I don't know. Tell me what you guys want to do next.
Rest, heal, not die, things like that.
I
There
was
is no
gonna say,
resting.
No resting.
It is pretty late. No, it is pretty late. Why don't we just stay here during the night, or we're gonna lose our
That's fine.
rest?
That's fine.
Yeah, I'll use
Yeah,
my
so
hit dice. Oh,
I
wait.
know. There's
yeah,
no
what
there's no
happens
recovery.
in Pathfinder? Do you sleep overnight and gain hit points back, or what happens?
Not until you either magical healing, somebody has a healing kit to treat wounds, or basically you have enough downtime to recover naturally on your own. Now, you guys would at least become conscious after, call it 15, 20 minutes. So you would, I think, become conscious with 1 hit point. At least that's what I'm going
I'm
to.
skinny and I have an elixir of life in my backpack, so they'd know that. I told.
But yeah, there's not a mechanic, Rob, unless you're literally, I guess, If you stay overnight, is it? God, I have to look at that. But there's not a long rest as a normal.
No, you don't get
when you
hit points back and all that stuff. I
Right.
mean, you can house roll 1 hit point, whatever,
Right.
but
Right.
yeah.
So no.
What kind of game is this?
I know. All right. So you guys,
It's
the
called a
sun's-
challenging one.
Right. So wait. So just I just want to understand. So if you're a first level character and you have 10 hit points and no healing potion, you get 10 hit points and then that's it. That's over. Like, I don't understand. That's just
If
it's
you
just
have
freaking
Well,
weird.
players that
Well,
can
you
heal you.
should have dodged or gotten out of the way or stood further back or whatever. I mean,
Exactly.
it-
You should have
but that's like-
avoided it.
That's like
teaches
saying
you-
So
somebody.
hold on,
it
hold
teaches
on.
you
That's
to
So
use a
Rob-
different
wait.
strategy.
That's like
So
saying
hold on.
Wait. Let me say my point. That's like telling somebody who walked out of their house and got hit by a bus, you should have stayed home. That's not a thing to say.
Well, you got to tell them you shouldn't have been hit by the bus.
What
No.
we should have told them before they walked out of the house was look both ways before you cross the fucking street. Dumb.
All right. So if
You're-
you
you're-
sleep 8 hours, if you
Yeah.
rest 8 hours, you do get hit points equal to your con modifier multiplied by your level minimum of 1. So you do at least wake up if but that's it. So you would get sleeping a full 8 hours. You would get 1. You can only do that once every 24 hours.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
So there
then
is some
in
kind
the
of rest.
morning-
I thought that was just
That was
nothing.
my
I was
fault.
like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
No, I didn't say anything because I just wanted to hear fucking Rob just get so.
Jeez.
I didn't say a word.
All right. So are we heading back
Because
to
I
the
could hear it in
Gravediggers?
Rob's voice.
I
You
hope
could-
David, that you were entertained by the dancing monkey. I hope you were fully satisfied.
What?
Dance monkey.
Oh, good. All right.
So do we want to go by the end and maybe she had some healing power? We could do that, or I've got 1 elixir if Polaris or me
We-
want to.
Way.
Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So as you're heading towards the end, you see Lord Closted appears on the road before you out of the afternoon, since you rested a while, gloom. He gives a slow, formal bow, and he can tell by looking at you the deed has been done. And he says, "Well done, brave heroes. Your service and sacrifice will be remembered. I must now return home, but I have left a generous reward for you at the inn, and Urena can certainly heal up. Looks like you're still in need of healing. You have earned it, and you've earned the respect of the Clostads. I thank you and am forever in your debt." With a twirl of his cloak, Lord Clostad strides away. And as you continue on to the inn, you do find he did leave the money as he suggested he would, and Urena comes out and has a bunch of healing for you and nurses you all back, and is very grateful that you all are back. And as you guys are resting in the inn and regaling over the victory, deep in the mud under the bridge, the troll slept fitfully. Its lair was protected, sealed up with river mud, and it had taken a bite from its quarry. It should have been dropping back into the deep hibernation in which it spent most of its time, but the troll could not rest easily. The troll coughed and spat again. Its last bite, the bite that was cold and dead, had left a malignant taste in its mouth and a heavy feeling in its stomach. It retched again, but the heavy weight would not leave the pit of its belly. Slowly, the heavy weight spread. The troll grunted in pain and flailed its mighty limbs. Its whole torso felt thick and heavy, then its arms and legs as well. At last, the troll lay still. The blue-black hide of the creature slowly paled to the gray color of death. Deep in its dead black eyes, a spark kindled, a hateful orange color, and the troll began to move again. And that is where we end this adventure.
What?
Wow. So we'll see you guys next week for the next fight.
Troll killing.
Great.
Now, I
game.
wasn't sure. I wasn't sure how long this. So it actually took quicker.
Yeah, it was only
But the one thing
only
I
three
cut
hours.
out, And that actually worked pretty well. The one thing I cut out is there's supposed to be this long chase scene outside of the inn with a troll, which is really challenging mechanically. So I did cut that. But, that just looked kind of strange on how it worked. But what do you guys think?
Good. Chases are going to be added in the new Omens Player's Guide this month.
Oh, cool.
And the gunslinger, huh? And the ninja.
Nice.
Huh?
Nunchucks.
No, that was fun. I
Yeah, that was
enjoyed
good.
that.
Thanks, Squid.
Yeah, of course.